Hi YouTube, this is the Poison Spyder Comp Stinger JK bumper unboxing. So we just cut these tabs off and start unboxing them. There's going to be an installation video up and how to cut the bumper and everything. You have to cut it too. So just going to pull it out. Well, okay, so we got it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. And we're about to go unbolt the front bumper and start cutting where you have to cut there. So, alright, so the tools needed are a 3/4 socket, ratchet, 3/4 wrench, torque wrench, a rubber mallet, sawzall, and a angle grinder, C-clamps, a Phillips screwdriver, measuring tape, a marker, a 1/2 inch drill bit down here, and primer and paint for the bumper, but this is just for where we cut the holes so it won't rust, and I'm too poor from buying all this crap, so I have to use brown paint. And you're going to need a tall glass of sweet tea because it's going to take a while, or beer, but we're fucking underage. So. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you have to loosen these two bolts on both sides. So we've got a air gun that we're going to use to bolt it.
Do is take the screws out.
Alright, this is the final product of cutting the frame and everything for to install the Poison Spyder bumper. So what you do is there's this plate right here, and there's a crash bar right here, and it connects to the other side, and so all that's mounted on there. So what you got to do is just cut it off. You're supposed to measure 2 inches back from this, cut that off, and then this you just cut off. And there's actually some really big like welds on here, but we did a pretty good job of being able to grind everything down. I'm actually surprised at how good it turned out. So everything's grinded down really good, and then you'll just have to do a little hammering and just kind of bumping everything around just to get the bumper to fit on. It won't slide on perfectly, most likely. So you just gotta take a hammer and just kind of bend it in a little bit and then get it to fit. Once you get it to fit, you want to line up to these back two holes on these sides, and once you do that, then you have to cut these holes here. Just be careful not to cut it too close to the end because it kind of wears out and the cuts are never perfect, so you have to go back and re-drill it a couple times to get everything to fit in good. So once you do that, you should be good to go. And also, along this crash bar here, over here, there's a mount for the vacuum pump for the power steering. It's down here, and it's got a wire that runs down here. So what you got to do is you've got to, I would suggest before you even order your bumper, or when you order your bumper, you want to order this piece right here, which is a relocation bracket. So you move it from up here, you pull the wires out, and you have to rerun them back up here, and just kind of come up with a way that you can fit them all in here. Make sure it's not touching the fan or anything, obviously, just to get it up here and fit it in. And then go ahead and you can just mount that up there. And so that's the place to put it. And I just use a zip tie here to hold that together, just so that it doesn't, hit anything it shouldn't be touching. So that's pretty easy, really easy. It's actually, I like it up here a lot better, even if it were stock, because it just looks better up here. That's where it's supposed to be. The only reason they put it on the bumper is just to make assembly quicker. So this is how we painted the Poison Spyder BFH Comp Stinger. First of all, we started by taking denatured alcohol and just cleaning it up with just a rag or whatever, just wiping it all over. And then after that, I just took some steel wool and just I didn't really sand it, but it's just steel wool, you know what that is. So I just rubbed that all over it and just made sure it roughed it up a little bit. And then after I did that, I just took, you want to get self-etching primer, and just sprayed that all over. I did about 3 or 4 coats of that. Light's bad, but it's whatever. Self-etching primer, about 3 coats of that, and then to spray the actual bumper, I'm using bed liner. I'm bed lining it, so I just got some truck bed coating. So pretty much I've put about 2 coats on it now. I'm probably going to put one more coat on it, let it dry for about 30 minutes after that to an hour, just enough so I can handle it, put it on the bumper. I wouldn't like mount anything to it until about like a couple days afterwards though, just to let it cure completely. But it's alright to touch it and put it on after you're done. So that's how to paint the Poison Spyder BFH comp stinger bumper. This is the final product after you install your Poison Spyder bumper. Looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the bed lining coating that we did. Came out a lot better than I expected. And it actually matches the stock fenders real well, because the plastic on them kind of matches the texture and finish of the bumper. And look right here. That's the actual frame bar, and then this is the bumper. So if you wanted to paint the frame bar something else, you can have like a little whatever theme you have for your Jeep if you're doing like 2 different colors or whatever. So this is what it looks like from in the car. So that's what you can see from the inside. It looks really cool. So it helps a lot. You can get a lot closer and you can tell exactly how far away you are from other cars. So that's nice.